Hello, this is Scholar Strife doing some math. Today in Algebra 1, we're going to be solving linear systems by multiplying first. So we learned how to solve these by graphing, substitution, adding, subtracting. Now we're going to solve these by multiplying first. But these are how the steps work. Step 1, make one of the variables have the same coefficient using multiplication, and then you add or subtract. Solve for the resulting variable, and then back substitute to solve for the other variable. So let's see how this one works. So let's look at equation 1 and 2, and we're going to choose a variable to get rid of. And I'm already thinking y. So I'm going to get rid of y here because 1, it's minus and plus. So when we add them together, they'll just go away. And then also, 6 is a multiple of 3. So let's call this equation 1, and this is equation 2. So I'm going to multiply equation 1 by 2. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm multiplying the entire equation by 2. So the equation 1 here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking equation 1 and I'm multiplying by 2. So this will become, let's go down here. So this will become 6x minus 6y equals 21. Okay. And then equation 2 we still have here. 8x plus 6y equals negative 14. And I just messed up. So in the red equation, so we had 21 originally there, so I have to also multiply that by 2. So 21 times 2 is 42. Okay, so there's our two equations. Okay, now, just like the last section, we're going to add them together. So 6x plus 8x is 14x. The y's will go away. And then 42 plus a negative 14 is the same thing as 42 minus 14. So that is 28. Divide both sides by 14, and we'll get x equals 2. Okay. So now I have x equals 2, and we're going to plug this in to either one of the equations. So I'm going to plug it into, equation 2. So 8 times x, which is 2, plus 6y equals negative 14. So I have 16 plus 6y equals negative 14. Subtract 16 over to both sides, and I'll get 6y equals negative 30. Divide by 6 to get y equals negative 5. So my answer is 2 comma negative 5. Alright, let's do another one. So this one, the equations don't look exactly alike, so we gotta do that first. So I'm going to change equation 1 so that it looks like 2. So we have 3y equals negative 2x plus 17. And to make it look like equation 2, I'm just going to move this x value over to the left side, and to do that, I have to add it. So it disappears from the right, but now it's on the left side. Okay, And now I'm going to overlap these just to organize it. And that's an equal sign. Okay. Now what? Okay. So what I'm going to do now is multiply the top equation. So multiply equation 1 by, let's do 3. So what I'm doing first is I want to choose a variable that I want to get rid of when I add these equations together. And I'm going to choose x. So in order to do that, I need to make the x values, the coefficients, number in front of x, the same. So I'm going to multiply equation 1 by 3. So I'll get 6x plus 9y equals 17 times 3 is 51. Okay, but that doesn't still match. So I'm going to multiply equation 2 by negative 2. Oops. Negative 2. So my second equation is going to be negative 6x. Let's see what I did there. I found the lowest common multiple. So I took 2x and 3x, found the lowest common multiple, which is 6x. And then multiplied them so that they'll cancel out. So negative 2 times a positive 5y is minus 10y. And then equals 27 minus, or times negative 2 is negative 54. So when I combine these, or add these equations together, so add equations, 6x plus a negative 6x is nothing. And then we have 9y plus negative 10y, so that's minus y, equals 51 minus 54, which is negative 3. Divide by negative 1 to get rid of that negative y, and we'll get y as positive 3. Okay, now I'm going to plug these into one of the equations. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the first one. And you want to plug it into the original ones. So 3 times 3 equals negative 2 times x plus 17. So I'll get 9 equals negative 2x plus 17. Subtract 17 over to get negative 9 minus 17 is negative 8 equals negative 2x. So x equals positive 4. So my answer is 4, 3. Alright, let's do some more. Alright, solve the linear system. Okay, the numbers don't match, can't add them up. So we're going to multiply, let's multiply equation 1 by, so first let's choose a variable to get rid of. I'm going to choose to get rid of y. So we have 2 and 5. The lowest common multiple would be 10. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by 5, and the second equation by 2. So the red one is 14x, oh wait, no, timesing by 5. 7 times 5 is 35x plus 10y equals 5 times 26 is 12, 112. Okay, and then the blue equation, we'll get 20x minus 10y equals negative 20. Okay, put these together, and we'll get 55x equals, oh wait, oh, sorry, I messed up. 26 times 5 is 130. There we go. Yeah, 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times, yep, okay. So 55x equals, so 130 minus 20 is 110. So x equals, if I divide both sides by 55, x equals 2. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and plug this into one of the equations. Let's go ahead and make it the second equation. So the second equation is 10 times 2 minus 5y equals negative 10. So 20 minus 5y equals negative 10. Subtract 20 over to get negative 5y equals negative 30. What times 5 is 30? And that is 6. So my answer is 2, comma, 6. Alright, solve the linear system. Here we go again. So this time, so let's rearrange the first equation. So I have, so change equation 1. And I'm just going to subtract 9x over. So I have negative 9x plus 5y equals negative 8. Okay, so we have our two equations now. Let's multiply the top one, or, well, it's now our top one, but let's multiply that equation, the red one, by nothing. And I'll show you why. Because I want to get rid of y, and all I have to do, the lowest common multiple between 10 and 5 is, well, 10. So I don't need to multiply the top by anything, but I will multiply the blue equation by negative 2. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite the second equation, which is negative 20x plus 10y equals negative 10. Okay, and then let's rewrite the blue one. Negative 18x minus 10y equals positive 16. Negative times a negative is a positive, so this is actually a positive 18x as well. So when I combine them, adding the equations together, I will get negative 2x equals 6. So negative 2 dividing by negative 2, and we'll get x equals negative 3. Okay, let's go ahead and plug it into one of the equations up there. Let's do the first one. So I'm going to plug this in all the way back up here. So 5y equals 9 times negative 3 minus 8. 9 times negative 3 is negative 27 minus 8. Negative 27 minus 8 is negative 35. What times 5 is 35, and that is 7. So my answer for this one is -3, -7. Hopefully this helps you out. Have a good day.